Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Today is Monday, November 14th, 2022 at 6:51 a.m. in the morning. I should have, I meant to re, I meant to retie this back up. So, I mean, it is so freaking cold. I mean, as I said, it's like the perps want me force punished out here. You know, other homeless people, their situation is usually different because they're not targeted. Excuse me. But it's different between being, you know, just homeless and being targeted and forced homeless. And I heard a lot of people who are homeless may not even realize that they're targeted. But they got homeless perps too, which that mind boggles me. I really don't understand. Like, what did you sell your soul to the devil for if you're still homeless or if you ended up homeless, you know? So, excuse me. My sleep wasn't nearly as great last night as the night before, but I still got a little bit of sleep. But I woke up a little bit with drool and I couldn't go back to sleep after 5 o'clock or 5:30 or something like that. So in cold weather like this, it's difficult for me to function or do things in temperatures this cold. So, excuse me, there used to be more people to do it, but not so much anymore because of the gang stalk and smear campaigns. Excuse me. But, if they have people rooting for me to get a hotel room, rooting for me to get help with the hotel room, if they can't afford the help, but they hoping and praying and wishing that I could get help with the hotel room. And the churches won't help because they are 501c3 sold out, and they falsely claim to follow God, but they follow the system. They follow the Babylonian New World Order system. And people say the body of Christ should help homeless, not so much the government, but the body of Christ. And not so much just pastors, but, I mean, even if you're not a member of that person's church, churches still should help you. But they make it like as if the only way they'll make false promises that, well, if you attend church services, then we'll help you. And then they indoctrinate you and brainwash you with stuff that's contrary to the Bible and falsely claim is biblical. Churches these days, they just do everything wrong and say everything wrong and yet claim to be God's chosen people. I see a homeless perp over there. Wait, no. Yeah, I saw his shadow. No, wait, he ain't no perp. I just saw somebody standing over there. But it's so cold that I'm debating on whether or not I want to go and take another shower today because it's so cold. That's that police, damn. But that's that police that passed by in an older model gray Ford Escape. So he's another one I could never catch him. I should have had my camera flipped the other way. As he passed me, he was rolling down his window. So I'm trying to keep my hands warm while at the same time, I have my phone, holding my phone in my hand, while trying to keep my hands warm. So I'm trying to keep my hands warm while at the same time trying to do a video. So I forgot I don't remember if I told y'all what happened the night before last, and I forgot what happened the night before last. Oh wait, I think I told y'all. Yeah. But it was yesterday I didn't get to say. So I found out short notice at the last minute that I had a job interview at 11 o'clock in the morning at a place, very close to the beach. Or I guess you can say on the beach, whatever. So that beach bus wouldn't leave here until 11:05, and so I tried to see about changing the time. I tried to see about if I could change the time, but I tried to see about changing the time, but I guess it wouldn't let me schedule for a later time that day. But so I took an Uber again, and I got there at 9. What time was it? It was after 9:30, but I came like really early, and then I was able to get the interview done, like filled out another application and get the interview done, and went on my merry way. And the manager, well, he said the interview was supposed to be like a 30-minute interview, but it seemed like it was less than 5 minutes. So the interview was less than 5 minutes. It felt like less than 5 minutes, and he was really nice. And he said that he is not. He said they will train you. He said that they will train you, and that he said that they will train you, and that's $13 an hour, and you could get overtime, and supposedly a lot of benefits, and so he said basically he would rather hire you based on your attitude than your attitude and enthusiasm. He would rather hire you rather than your intelligence or smarts and stuff like that. Well, I was trying to be, enthusiastic before he even said that. So he said he had 4 more people after me, He said that they had 4 more people after me that he had to interview later on that day, yesterday. And so come on, man. So I mean, then after that, like before I left out of the building, they had a lady who, was nice, and she was sitting right by the fireplace, and she was telling me that she liked my smile, and she said that when I smiled, she said she was. Oh wow, why has my that sounds whispery. I mean, like as if my voice is trying to whistle or something, you know. But she said that she was able to notice the smile even in my eyes. So people say that seems genuine, and they say people in general say that that's genuine. A genuine smile, meaning that you have a pure soul or a pure heart or a good soul, and that you're not a narcissist, sociopath, or demon or whatever, but as I said, that's how people tell me, if they tell me you have a pure soul, you have a beautiful soul, or I can see everybody sees your light. And then the moment we get into an argument, I'm the worst devil in the world. Oh, God was warning me about her. Motherfucker, stop being fake. And they got a new script and a new narrative after they betrayed you and turned against you, after you find out how dirty and fake they are. I've been consistent and been the same. So then, excuse me, excuse me, I walked out of the place where I had the interview, and they had cars one by one, vehicles one by one pulling out, even across the street. And it's like, oh shit. I hope that this won't be a job that will be canceled for me, because they have so many gang stalkers surrounding me, like, and when and it seems like whenever I get a job interview, and when I walk out of the interview, excuse me, when I walk out of the interview and there's a gang stalker right there, and then they pull off. Once the gang stalker will pull off after the instant I walk out of the building, they make sure that, I already know that's an indication that, oh, I'm not going to get that doggone job, because they freaking smear campaign or told them something. And it's like they stalk me really heavy, or like they act like they're mad at me for trying to accomplish things on my own. And when I had the job at the temp service last year, almost daily the online perps, they would make threats to make me back homeless again. Or I'm going to get your job taken away. I'm going to make you back homeless again. And then they will lie to people and say Candy does not want to work, and she just want freebies. She just want money. She just want a freeload off of other people's backs, and she's a taker and not a giver. It's like, y'all just stumble upon my account and y'all act like y'all knew me for years or knew me forever, and y'all just saying what y'all falsely assume, and y'all don't even know me at all. And I don't have to publicize my good deeds or good works in front of everybody. You don't know what good I'm doing for other people behind the scenes. So but it's really rough. It's really rough. And so I went to one of the beach restaurants for lunch, and they were welcoming and nice over there at first, and I'm glad I was able to sit at this spot where they had the heater above us, so I was able to get. Come on, man. They're doing this on purpose. So I was able to get the heater I was able to get the top of my head warm. The top of my head and the back of my neck, I was able to get warm. And so, since me being homeless on the streets and trying to stay out of cold weather and stuff, I ate and charged my phone like usual. And I asked, well, how long can I stay? And the guy said, well, you can stay as long as you want, as long as it's not crowded, and then we'll have to kick you out. So then, I ate, and I had to use the bathroom. And so after I used the bathroom and I got done eating, one of the bartenders and the manager started harassing me about my backpack. I didn't have my sleeping bag with me, but my backpack. And I'm like, well, what's the difference? It's like after I used the bathroom, like immediately after I used the bathroom, I came to sit back down. And they started harassing me about my backpack. And, can you put your book bag on the floor? I'm like, come on, man, just say you don't want me here anymore. A perp or a Freemason or a perp probably waited until I used the bathroom to tell them something and make them start to act all weird. So, look, damn, a Masonic gang stalking criminal just passed by with his elbow up at the window. So, I'm thinking about doing a picture diagram of perps with how they had their arms positioned when they're perping me in their vehicles and stuff. I'm thinking about drawing a pictorial illustration of how they had their arms positioned when they had their arm hanging out the window and stuff. So then, that made me feel annoyed and frustrated. Then I had to use the bathroom so many times yesterday, in which I have to go pee now. Wow. And they had a black man in a white truck that looked like he just aimed his phone up at me and took a picture of me. He had tinted windows. I should have had my camera flipped the other way. It's warming up just a little bit. The sun is coming out. So, damn. So I was able to take a nearly 2-hour nap unbothered yesterday from like 2:40. Come on, man. From about 2:45 to 4:30. And I missed that bus. Come on, they're doing this on purpose. Like, the fuck? So that truck is too little to be so loud. So, the urge to pee is getting stronger. I have to wait another 25 minutes. So, the, oh man. Come on, they won't let me speak. So I took a nap, and it's like, well, the 4:30 bus, I had just missed that bus. And then he's on his phone too. And so, I mean, now I'm losing my concentration. So they kept on force urinating me a lot yesterday, And then when I was eating lunch, they caused me laser pain in the left side of my head and my heart, and it felt like as if they gave a child a remote laser pen to doodle on my head, like doodle and scribble on my head. So then it was after 5 o'clock, they forced urinated me again yesterday, and I had to ended up peeing on myself twice. This happened where I ended up peeing on myself, and that's why I had to wear bladder pads because of the electronic torture and the forced urination. I think they at one point yesterday they tried to cause me forced diarrhea too, but it didn't work. But they forced urinated me bad enough that my pants got wet and I had to change, bladder pads. I usually try to change the bladder pad once a day, but I had to do it like 2 or 3 different times yesterday. I don't care how gross I sound because y'all gang stalkers are doing this to me. So after that, I had a whole bunch of gang stalking activity that I showed y'all yesterday. I mean, it was already dark, and so it was a Hispanic. I came back to use the bathroom, and it was a Hispanic female. The regular beach bathrooms, they were locked off or closed off or something. So I couldn't use the regular beach bathroom, so I had to use the restaurant bathroom. And so the Hispanic girl, she was nice enough that she loved me enough that she gave me some hot water and some gumbo. She called it soup, but it was hot water and gumbo with no rice. But some hot water and gumbo, to help keep me warm. And also she gave me $5, and she said that, she said she'd been homeless before, and she know she know how it is and stuff. So that really touched my heart. But yeah. But the seafood gumbo was really good. And so that temporarily warmed me up. And then I went to go eat dinner, and it was crowded. Usually people are okay with me. Did they come with a different color Volkswagen Tiguan? I don't know if that was a dog in the passenger side or what. Come on, man. So I'm trying to keep track of the time. So I think before I left the beach, this fake T.I. perp that sold out, saying T.I. allowed state of mind. Like, no way in hell you gonna still be alive and say that, oh, my gang stalking program is about to end in 18 days. One time she told me that. And so then after her gang stalking program supposedly ended, because bitch, you sold out. And so she made like a comment that made me mad with the whole fucking world yesterday. And she has not posted proof of gang stalking in over a month. She quit posting. And then she started commenting like a perp. And so it's like, I figured something was odd and bizarre with her talking about, oh, my gang stalking program is about to end in 18 days. And then, now she's, coming on my page making perp comments. So I had to block her. And it seemed like they had professed targeted individuals who go through it worse than me. And then she quit posting, and so now she want me to shut up and ignore. And, started to try to bully me and start to say weird off the wall shit. He touched his ear, perp with the red car, he touched his ear when he passed by me. So, she made a comment that made me upset, so upset that I felt like I didn't even know how to control come on, man. I mean, I didn't do anything to anybody, but she made me mad enough that I felt like I couldn't even control my anger or emotions, you know. So when I went to go eat dinner, they had this young guy. He looked like he was underaged, and he was about my skin color, with straight hair and Asian slanted eyes. And I don't know if he was from Malaysia or Singapore or Cambodia or wherever he was from, but he seemed like he was very Americanized. But he acted an asshole and didn't want me to sit in between him and a few, you know, I mean, he didn't want me to sit in between the group that he was sitting at and the table next to me. I mean, on the other side. So it was a white man and two kids, a boy and a girl. And I asked, well, can I sit in between y'all and charge my phone? Other people usually say, yeah, it's okay for me to do that. So he said, the white man, he said, so I mean, the Asian guy, he had tried to tell me, no, you can't sit here or whatever. And I said, well, I need to charge my phone. And he's like, well, how's my friend gonna get? His friends were gone somewhere, you know. So he's like, well, how's my friend gonna get in? How are people gonna get in and out or whatever? I said, well, I can temporarily move and let them out, you know. So he acted a jerk, and I got mad and told him something. He was like, what? Yeah, bitch, you know. So then the white guy acting like a flying monkey and tried to say, well, I don't want anybody to sit next to my son for safety reasons. And I'm like, what can I do to your son if you're right? It's a very small table and you're right across from him. If we're in the public, they got cameras everywhere. Come on, stop. See? So if we're out in public and they got cameras everywhere and it's crowded, you know, if you're right across from your kids, the daughter was sitting next to him. So, see, they making, not right when I'm trying to get to what I'm really trying to say, they start to disrupt me. So it's like, I haven't been treated like that. I haven't been treated like a pedophile in a long time. And you a man and I'm a woman and you think I'm about to do something to your son in front of your face? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's how I knew he was a narcissistic, fake Karen perp. You don't even deserve to be called a male. Male Karen. Damn. So, you know, I'm like, you a guy telling a female that, you know, if I sit in between, you know, then I don't, you know, you're talking about the protection and safety of your son. What can I do to your son in front of everybody? What can I do to your son in front of everybody? You know, so he must. I figured that him and I heard that young Asian guy. I heard that he was former military. And I'm like, what you mean he former military when he looks like a fucking kid? Like where he had time to do 4 years at when he looked like he was 14. But he had a baby. He had a baby with the white girl. Wow, that bus had strange tail lights. So hold up. So yeah, come on, man, stop. I'm almost done freaking talking. So he had a baby with a white girl, and the baby looked like it was about 9 months old. One headlight is brighter than the other by that bus over down that way. This truck right here got strange tail lights. So so I mean, so I felt really agitated and upset. And then I came here, this was open, and which means evidence that somebody used it. And I got called an electricity thief for when I tried to use it a couple of years ago. The police let me use it. So so then last night they had somebody in a camper van that slept over there, and then every time I tried to go to sleep, it was loud chaos and loud noise and stuff. But then when I was up scratching the athlete's foot in between my toes, it was itching so bad that in between my toes are sore now. And so when I was up scratching my feet, it was so quiet. But then when I tried to go to sleep, they had so many noisy vehicles at nearly midnight. I'm like, y'all fucking tripping. So I need help, with hotel room or something to get out the cold weather. And also, I don't know what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to see y'all.